Okay, today is August the 25th, 2014, and we are here on frontage, it's I-80, it's a frontage road, so I-80 is right here behind us, and the frontage road we're on is right in front of me. But I want to do the update here, just because there's a couple neat things about the area, even though it does really smell like roadkill. Terrible place to sit down. Ugh. One smell I never got used to on this trip. But right now where we're sitting, we're almost exactly on the epicenter of where this earthquake the other night had occurred. We're in a little place called American Canyon, and that 6.0 earthquake that hit, originated from this area. And never been in an earthquake before. 3:20 in the morning, woke up. I thought for some reason Jake had woken up and was shaking my bed back and forth for some reason. But you know, after kind of getting my bearings and waking up a little bit, looking outside, the pool and the hot tub that was outside, all the water was kind of like just flying out of it, and the whole building just rocking back and forth. It was the weirdest feeling in the world, and I'll be happy never to be in another one again. But I'd be lying to say it wasn't kind of cool to actually have been in. But nonetheless, my prayers and sympathies go out for the families who lost their homes, and all the damage that was done up in Napa Valley and American Canyon. Just really, prayers go out, and hopefully those who are in the hospital, recovering from injuries, will get better soon. But yeah, making our way into the town of Vallejo today. Only about 11 miles. We have 5 miles left to do. Nice short day, but great reason to be happy today. I got off the phone with one of the highway patrol officers earlier. I've been trying to figure out if we can walk Route 37 to Novato, and haven't been able to get an answer. And all the operators I've talked to, have been very helpful, but they kept telling me that, we'll probably get picked up, don't think we can walk. So I finally got to talking to an officer, and he said, yeah, you can walk on it. Just travel at your own risk, and be careful. And I told him, we have reflective gear, and we're going to have Tom Cruise tomorrow. A little bit sad, but that'll make things a lot easier the road a lot easier to navigate without the cart. So, yeah, that's good news. Also, another reason why I stopped here, we finally have our first view of saltwater. The San Pablo Bay is in view right behind me, and I will show you here in just a second, but it's just a really incredible feeling to see that huge body of water just peek out at the top of this hill. Yeah, so let me show you the bay here. Ugh. Hopefully my battery doesn't die. There it is, kind of peeking out behind the weeds. Pretty awesome. There's I-80, and here's the nice road that we're following. And the other reason that I stopped here, other than being in American Canyon and seeing the bay, I've been kind of finding cool plants and fruit along California's roadways. I found another cool plant here, and it actually grows like a weed out here, so it's been everywhere. I just haven't been able to film it. But this right here, I don't know if you can see, this yellow flower right behind me, this is called fennel, and it's in the same family as celery, known as apicae, and I found it occasionally back home, but it just grows just in abundance out here. And I believe they either use fennel or anise to flavor licorice now. There is something known as a licorice plant, but I don't think they use it anymore. Well, at least not the licorice I've had. But if you break the stem, any part of the plant, it smells just sweet, it tastes sweet, and really good. It can be used for cooking and flavorings in salads, whatever. But one thing you've got to be careful of, yeah, it's got a really sweet taste, is this plant is also in the same family as something known as Conium maculatum, and Conium maculatum is known as poison hemlock. Do a little history research, you'll know that Socrates, the Greek philosopher, actually was poisoned with a I believe a tincture of poison hemlock. So one way to tell the difference between poison hemlock, which will kill you if you eat it, and fennel or anise, is the stem. And this is something I've come to realize, that, you know, the stem, which I'm going to try to focus on here. Yeah, the stupid focusing on this camera is horrible. The stem is a smooth and spotless, whereas poison hemlock has purple splotches all over it. And when you break the stem or any part of this plant, it smells of licorice. Poison hemlock does not. So that's one way to tell. And poison hemlock actually has white flowers, whereas the fennel has yellow. So just a little fun tidbit here. If you're ever foraging for wild plants, which is kind of like one of my hobbies back home. But yeah, gonna be in Vallejo, and then heading to Novato tomorrow. Gonna meet up with my parents and taking an extra day in Novato on the 27th. And what's neat about this is that I got a call from a woman by the name of Rosemary. She's the executive director of NAMI in Sonoma County. So we're going to be driving up to Sonoma County, and I'll be speaking, I believe now, to a high school up in Sonoma County. It's going to be oriented by NAMI up there, so I'll be able to give a little talk about my journey and the mission, and hopefully spread some awareness here in Western California. But hope everybody's having a great day, and update you tomorrow on the way to Novato. All right.